everybody. All right, are you ready for our first make and take tonight? I am really excited about this project. This features several new products from the holiday catalog, and this I made with the intention of making them for my craft sales coming up in the fall. These make really good gifts. So you're like, okay, well, what is it? Well, let me show you. Slide off the belly band, slide out the box, and in here is either a coffee or a hot chocolate. Mine is a hot chocolate, and what I plan to do is put a bag of marshmallows. You can get those pre-packaged like snack marshmallow packages, and I'm going to stuff one down in there because that's a lot of box still left. You can see these boxes compared to the size of this. These are really big. So I'm going to put some marshmallows down in there and put a hot chocolate in there and sell these at my craft sale. So if you are having a craft sale, I know some of you out there always ask me, I would probably sell this for three, maybe with the marshmallows, $4. All right, but if you are a crafter and you just want to make some gifts for people, these make wonderful gifts. These things were hot sellers at my craft sale. So I know that people like to give these as gifts. All right, so let's talk a minute about the new products. If you have your holiday catalog in front of you, you want to look on page 13, and we're going to be using this paper that I'm going to show you in a second, the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set. And was that it on this page? I thought there was something else on this page. That and that. And then now the boxes are over here on page 7. They're right here, and 8 boxes come in a package for $8. So they're $1 a box, which is pretty reasonable, and they're pretty big. They're bigger than you think. I know over here I was going to show you. Here are the boxes also. They have a little cute little display of them. Okay, so let me show you. This is how the boxes come. You can see how they are quite big, and you're going to need a clear slider and the box. And the boxes go together really easily. You want to fold these in, and traditionally this would be your box lid, but we're going to do something different with that in a second. So I always have to think, okay, how did I do this again? Fold this part in, then the sides, and then this guy folds down like that. But in a minute I'm going to have to punch that out, and you'll see in a second. You have to stick your hands up in there to make sure everything gets straight sometimes. So we could go ahead and cut these off, but sometimes that makes a jagged edge. So I'm just going to fold these guys all the way in like that to leave that open. And then this we'll put on in just a second. All right, so we need to start by making the little shelf for our hot cocoa to go in. So you're going to need a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. And we're going to get our Simply Scored and go all the way around at 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch. All 4 sides. Now, move that guy out of the way. We're going to get some DSP. And I have to say that this DSP, it's called Warmth and Cheer, and it comes in a 6x6 stack. This is my favorite. Well, yeah, I think it is my favorite. I do like the one at the front of the catalog too, but this one is very, I don't know, I feel like it's very traditional. It's got some of those yellows too that can be masculine. It's very woodsy, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. So that's what I chose here. Now I cut a piece of DSP 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it inside of my square that I created by scoring around those edges. Now, we need to cut that circle. So let me get all of my goodies moved out of the way. We're going to put it on our Big Shot, and we're going to get the circle framelit that measures, let me measure it so you guys know. It measures from outer edge to outer edge, it's 2 1/8. So inside edges is about 1 7/8. Okay, that will fit, and I think the next one up, the smaller one, would fit too, but the little hot chocolate thing wouldn't go all the way down, and I wanted it flush. So we're going to put that right in the middle, or as close to the middle as we can get, and run this through. Yes, I have some weird pink tape on my arm. You may be noticing I'm having some treatment done for tennis elbow. as a direct result from using the Big Shot too much. So I have a crafting injury. In case you want to know what happens when you use the Big Shot all the time, you get tennis elbow. Okay, so we've got the hole that came out. Now we want to create a little frame around that. So I'm going to take that same circle framelit that I used to create the hole and get a piece of real red cardstock. Put that on there and put these in just like that to create this frame. Now this one fits so tight that I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Sometimes they'll fit right snug into each other, but these are so close in size that I don't think it's going to work, or it might thin my framelit. All right, so we're going to go through once, and let's pop this circle out. And this is these come together. These are the layering circle framelits. These are a must-have in my opinion. This is the scallop that goes with this circle, so I'm going to put it just around the circle that is left open. The circle that we cut out, I just toss it away. We don't need that, or you can use it in a minute for something else. Actually, you probably could use it as decoration on this box somewhere. Okay, so there we have this little frame. Okay, I think we're done with you, Big Shot. Let's move you over here and come back to our little guy. Now, if you guys know me, I am a very messy glue person, and from what I have been hearing, many of you are too. So if you are good with a fine tip glue pen, go ahead and use that on here because it is great. But when I'm doing a video, I am too nervous that I'm going to make it a mess. So I'm just going to use some glue dots on here to put this around the edge. Now we're going to cut this on the same sides like that. And then we're going to fold all of these down. And we're going to just kind of create a little, it's going to look like a box lid. And it's actually going to fit so snug in that box that you really don't even have to put adhesive on it. I found when I was designing this project that if I tried to put adhesive on it and slide into that box, it was difficult because it was so snug. It would adhere before I needed it to adhere, and then I couldn't push the other side down. So like I designed some of these last year with some boxes that we carried in our catalog that are now discontinued, and I found the same thing with that one. It fits so snug in here that you really don't even need adhesive. All right, so I'm just going to push it down. Now if you need to adjust it, that's when you're going to pop this open, and you can use your fingers up there to kind of get that all how you need it. But I think we have it. So your little hot chocolate or your hot cocoa goes in there. Now, it annoyed me that this was blue and it didn't match, so I had to cover it up. So I punched out a 1 3/4 inch basic black circle that I'm just going to put on top of there. And then I grabbed this cute little stamp from that Wrapped in Warmth stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it in real red. And punch this out. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Just a little fuzz. Put that. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the guy outside next door is mowing his lawn. So here I am designing Christmas projects, and it's like summer outside. It's hot, but it will be here before we know it. And I have to start working on these craft sale items this month because it's coming up. All right, so now that we've got, whoa, stay where you're supposed to, please. We're gonna slide it into this little sleeve. Now it's gonna be perfect like that, okay? Now we're gonna make a little thing, a little something something for the front. And I have got a piece of DSP that is, I forgot how big it is. I will list that on the file that will be listed, that I will post on my page for you. I believe it's 2 inches by 3.5 maybe 4. I don't know. Check the information sheet. Punched it with the banner triple punch. All right, now we're going to stamp. This is again from the Wrapped in Warmth stamp set in real red right here. Oh, I love real red. So good. Now we're going to use one of these. These are called, let's see, I left the catalog open because I can never remember what they're called. The Tags and label framelits. And they're in the main catalog. And these again are just a good set to have because you're gonna be wanting to use it for scrapbooking, for gift tags, for cards. It's a really good set to have. They come in 2 different shapes and several sizes for each shape. So I highly recommend that you have that in your crafting arsenal. All right, let me move this. Now we're gonna get this gold piece. Now, when you use the banner triple punch, you lose about, I don't know, a lot, half to 3/4 of an inch of your paper. So if you don't cut it long enough, when you punch it, it's gonna be way too short. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna slide it down so that these edges get the edge of the punch. Now, if you don't wanna do this, just make sure you cut your piece about an inch or an inch and a half bigger than what you want it to end up being. Okay, there we go. That is our gold glimmer paper. So let's layer these. I'm gonna put this here like this. And then my favorite dimensionals. They won't stay stuck to the glimmer paper very well, so stick it to the DSP. Put it on here like that. And then we're gonna put a couple more on the back. You guys know, I have to use a ton. I just can't live without my dimensionals. Get all this out of the way. All right, so let's put this right here. Wishing you a season filled with warmth and cheer. So get it, hot chocolate, marshmallows, warmth and cheer. Warm's gonna keep you warm. I thought that was pretty clever. All right, now here's our last new product that I'm gonna show you in this project. Beautiful. It is called, I don't even know the name of this yet. This is the first project I've used. Okay, Stitched Edge Ribbon. And you will find that at the beginning of the catalog. Let me look, I have it marked on page 5. This is gorgeous ribbon, and I think it's too big to really use it tying bows on a card. Now you could lay it flat. It definitely would be great on a card flat, but it's really good for wrapping up some gifts, for making even some tags. It is gorgeous. It's really nice ribbon. All right, so keep that loose in the middle, hold on to it and pull those little loops how you want it, and don't cut it off your bolt until you know exactly how much you need, because you'll waste a lot. Now it looks like I could have done that a little bit shorter, but that will help you not to waste as much, and we'll save that for something else. All right, look guys, we're done. Cute. How fun would these be? Like, I always think of teachers, so if you were in charge of teacher gifts at school, to put these in their boxes one day. I mean, you know, in their little mailboxes, how fun would they love that? Office people too, your mailman. Anyway, I think it's a great little gift, and I think these boxes are just awesome. I'm really excited about their size. All right, so that's project 1 tonight for our online Facebook workshop. Let me know what you think, and make sure you check out the information sheet for all the specifics. I'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye.